you ready? Say, hello everyone, and welcome back to Around Our World in 80! This week, we did Tarzan! So if you didn't know, Tarzan was released in 1999. It is the 37th animated feature film from Disney and the last released during the Disney Renaissance era. It is the first animated motion picture version of the story Tarzan and the Apes. So pre-production of Tarzan actually began in 1995, so they worked on it for 4 years. They split the animation between California, Orlando, and Paris. And they pioneered computer animation software system called Deep Canvas, which was predominantly used to create three-dimensional backgrounds, which I actually noticed watching with the bamboo sticks, which I thought was pretty cool. Against a production budget of $130 million, which was then the most expensive animated film ever made until Disney's Treasure Planet, the film grossed $448.2 million worldwide. So it became the 5th highest film release in 1999 and the 2nd highest animation release of 1999, behind Toy Story 2. It was also the first Disney animated feature to open at first place at the North American box office since Pocahontas. The film has led to many derived works, such as Broadway adaptations, a television series, and 2 direct-to-video sequels, Tarzan and Jane and Tarzan 2. So Tarzan was actually premiered at El Capitan Theater on June 12, 1999. Disney launched a digital production release of Tarzan, released only in 3 theatrical venues, including Walt Disney World's Pleasure Island multiplex, for 3 weeks. Although Star Wars Episode 1 and An Ideal Husband were given earlier digital production releases despite being shot on photographic film, Tarzan was notable for being the first major feature release to have been produced, mastered, and projected digitally. I personally didn't know that it was that historical from a production standpoint. I just thought it was a good film. Pre-release tracking indicated that Tarzan was appealing to all 4 major demographics, notably for the first time for a Disney animated film since the release of The Lion King. Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 88%. And finally, Tarzan actually notably grossed higher than Mulan and A Bug's Life in their respective box office weekends. What do you think of Tarzan?
It's a good movie, but it's sad at the beginning.
There's a lot of Disney films where once you get through the first like 10 minutes, you can watch the rest of the movie. Which, this last week was the anniversary of Up, talking about trying to get through the first 10 minutes of the film. I really like Tarzan. I haven't watched it all the way through probably since I was about 10.
That'd be the year it came out.
Yeah. I've always liked the soundtrack. I remember listening to the soundtrack, but I hadn't really actually watched the movie since it came out. And I forgot it's a really good storyline. Not to mention my favorite scene, which is the camp riot scene where they're playing all the instruments. It's
making this song, you mean?
Yeah. They're not really instruments, they're just tearing up camp and making it sound like music.
To gorillas.
To gorillas. What did you think?
Tarzan's a hunk. So this week, our activity to go along with the movie was originally going to be like a high ropes course, but we decided to nix that one and
not spend the money.
We ended up going rock climbing at the new gym in Fort Worth, Summit Gym down in Fort Worth. Yeah. Which was really fun. And ironically, there's no ropes there at all, so it's all free climbing and bouldering.
Well, let's back up
found
for
really
a second. Fun. Yeah, so we've been going in the past before we were pregnant with Ray. We used to go to the Summit Climbing Gym in Grapevine, which is a lot of fun, and it actually has the high enough rock climbing walls where you actually need a rope and you have to do the whole belay on system. But we hadn't been in like 2 years, and since then they've actually built the gym in Fort Worth. So we were like, let's try the one in Fort Worth. It's a new gym. And I like brought my harness and everything. I was ready, and then we got there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have walls high enough for our ropes, so it's all bouldering and free climbing." Which what Jared was saying, he actually liked better. So why exactly did you like no ropes versus ropes?
Because you can just get up and climb, and it adds a little bit of adrenaline to it when you know if you come off the wall, you are falling.
Yeah, I noticed in some of my technique how much I have relied on the rope in the past, because I would try to do moves where I literally only had one leg and one arm on the wall while I was trying to grab, and I would like thankfully grab it, but I was like, oh man, if I would have missed that, like I would have fallen. And I've always, I guess, relied on the rope, and have been a little bit more daring in the past because I knew I had it. So at the beginning, it got to me a little bit mentally trying to climb, but I think I did pretty good. There was only one white, which is the lowest, and one yellow that I didn't finish, that I attempted.
I fell a lot towards the end, but I was trying hard things. You were trying hard things.
One thing that's really cool about Summit Climbing Gym is they have different specials going on every night, and so we went on a Tuesday night, which was a 2-for-1 deal for only $20, and that includes your rentals. So that was really, really awesome, and partially why we went this route instead of doing a high ropes course and spending like $100
per person.
They
also had classes and stuff you can take too if you come. And whatever day you're there, if the class is going on, they allow you to be a part of the class even without a membership.
Yeah, it's
so
included
they had fitness
with your
and
day
yoga
pass.
And all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, they specifically have some like TRX, so they do an abs class there with the TRX ropes, and then they have a yoga studio. And then while we were there, they were also doing a 101 climbing class, which we overheard a little bit of what they were talking about, and they actually had like really good pointers that I think if we were to go back,
you got some tips for free.
Yeah, if we were to go back, I would really actually like to take that class, just because it's been a while since I've actually got formal climbing training. The only reason why I don't think I was able to go as long as I wanted to is because my hands hurt. Like I kept, getting blisters like right here from all the rocks, and then my forearms still hurt. They're sore. Gotta work on that grip. So much fun. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for watching Ray. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.